Just a minute. All right, can you hear me now? And can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we can hear you, but cannot hear you. Not visible नहीं हो.
Visible now? I mean, can you see the PowerPoint at least? Is the PowerPoint visible for you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Only I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, let me check what exactly happened. Now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
PowerPoint, I
Sir.
mean.
No, sir. No PowerPoint.
No. Arey yaar. Just wait, let me try in another way. Let me open.
Can we join again?
No need, no need. I will try. Now I will keep desktop window. Then I will share the entire window screen. Share. Now definitely you should see whatever I'm saying. You should see that. Can you see MS Teams?
Nothing, sir.
Yes, sir.
You must. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We can
sir.
see, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good.
Can see
So
my
totally we have 37 students in online. Great. So day by day student strength is increasing. So currently we have Akib, Abhishek, Afrin, Akash, Anchal, Anukriti, Arman, Arpan, Ayushi, Bharati, Trishti, Gaurav, Harsh, Himanshu, Jason, Jyoti, Mahima, Mohammad Kashif, Mohini, Nikita, Pushpender, Rahul, Ravi, Ria, and we have after Ria, we have Sahil, Sandeep, Shivam Rai, Shreya, Shruti Sarkar, Shruti Deh. Okay, Srishti, Shruti, Sumit, Tariq, Tarun, Ujjwal, Vivek. Oh, great. So 37 students are online, and let us start today's lecture. So it will be really interesting. So can you see the screen? Just let me know what you are reading. What is there on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, what is there?
So biomedical waste management.
Biomedical waste management. Very good. So, all right. So I think today only I came to know that you have a subject called something waste management, right? So
Yes.
it might be somewhat boring to you because you are already studying waste management, but I will try my level best to make the concept interesting. So I will discuss especially about biomedical waste. I will discuss about the medical waste particularly. I'm not going to discuss about general household waste or any industrial waste. Rather than I will stick myself to the medical waste. Okay, the biomedical waste that we are generating in our healthcare. It can be from hospitals, it can be from laboratories, it can be from research institutes, it can be even from the autopsy department where they will cut and open human dead bodies. So from here we will get some waste, and that waste is called biomedical waste. So before discussing about biomedical waste, I wanna discuss about the very waste itself. I mean the garbage that we are generating day to day, and the consequences of this waste on the environment and its impacts on the ecosystem. Okay. Is my voice clear for everyone? Is there any breaking down of voice? No, right?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
You're here.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay, good. Okay. So the subject, as you know, it is patient safety on BMLS 1006, and this is the syllabus. So if you see the syllabus in the first unit, we discussed about the basics of quality and quality management and NABH guidelines. So we discussed about quality in healthcare. Then in the second unit, we discussed about basic emergency care and life support skills. So here we discussed about various types of vital signs We discussed the BP, temperature, heart rate, and respiratory rate. Then we discussed about the basic emergency care, especially discussed first aid and triage. So we have 5 levels of triage. Then we discussed about various types of ventilations, and we focused mainly on the usage of back wall masks. Then we discussed about choking, what is choking, and we even discussed about how to rescue if a person has choking. That means if he has some breathing abnormalities. So that a rescue can be performed by a maneuver called the Hyman maneuver. So with the help of Hyman maneuver, where you will compress the diaphragm and the chest cavity, so the person will exhale if he struck something in his throat. Then we discussed about the role of CPR. If the person become unconsciousness, we will do something called CPR. CPR means the cardiopulmonary resuscitation, where we need to give 30 chest compressions. Then we need to give 2 rescue breaths. So we discussed about the CPR, and we even discussed about the usage of AEDs. AED stands for automated external defibrillators. So automated external defibrillator is a device which is used for giving a electric shock to the patient in order to bring back the normal electrical conductivity of the heart, or in order to bring back the normal rhythm of the heart, we will give this electric shock by a machine called AED. And we even discussed about how to move patient during an emergency situation. The first and foremost thing is we need to suspect, is there any neck injury, is there any bone spinal cord injury. Accordingly, we need to immobilize the patient. We should not move the patient wherever the damage occurred. Rather than we need to tie the damaged area with some immobilized apparatus. Okay, so we have different types of apparatus like a neck band, we have stretchers. So by using this, we need to immobilize the patient and we need to move the patient. And also we discussed about something called a Glasgow coma scale. So Glasgow coma scale is used for assessing the patient's state of consciousness. So there we have, I think it is a score of 1 to 10. So out of, 1 to 5. So in that 1 to 5 score, we need to see whether the patient moving his eyes or not, whether the patient moving or not, whether the patient responding to us or not. So based on these 3 parameters, we will measure the Glasgow coma scale in order to see the consciousness state of the patient. So by this, we finished our second unit actually. So complete second unit has been successfully completed, and we are coming to the third unit. So the third unit is biomedical waste management and environmental safety. So now we are going to study a new concept or the new domain in healthcare, which is biomedical waste. So here we will see all the aspects regarding biomedical waste in detail. So it's a dedicated unit on biomedical waste. And why do we studying biomedical waste in the patient safety? Because if this waste does not properly discarded, means that will cause a hazard to the patient and also to the environment. If you're simply throwing needles on the floor, means definitely the needle may have some infectious blood, and if someone step on the needle, he will get a infection, secondary infection. Or this hospital borne infection is called nosocomial infection. So managing the waste is one of the important parameter in order to decrease the cross infection in the hospital, or to provide safety to the patient from the waste generated in the hospital. So managing waste is also an important parameter that we need to ensure in order to give safety to the patient. So that is why we kept this unit, which is biomedical waste, in patient safety subject. So obviously biomedical waste is a global concern. So before discussing about biomedical waste, let me emphasize myself on the pollution itself, the waste pollution. I wanna stress myself on one particular pollution, which is called plastic pollution. So anyway, in this lecture, I will cover all the aspects of biomedical waste, starting from introduction to the conclusion. So coming to the point, from here onwards, everyone pay utmost attention. Are you listening, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So I planned a nice story for this lecture. Let me try it. Okay. So plastic pollution is a global concern, students. I don't know whether you know it or not. Plastic, there is a new kind of pollution called microplastic pollution. So microplastic pollution means it is a form of plastic at microscopic level. Microscopic level means where we can't even see this plastic. So usually this microplastic pollution happening in the sea. So whatever waste we are generating, all this waste, 70% of the waste is dumping into the oceans. When this waste is dumped into the oceans, the sea creatures started eating this plastic. So the plastic entered into their blood, and they even metabolized some of the plastic, and the plastic became a part of their bodies. And such kind of plastic is called a microplastic. Now, if we are eating such a fish, even we will get plastic. From a microscopic level means a very micro quantity of plastic is embedded within our bodies, in our food chain, in the cycle of food. It can be either in crabs, fishes, or any seafood, or even animals, even cows. So plastic is something really concerning area, and it is a slow poison. So plastic pollution is really a global concern. If you can't get the severity of this problem, I will show you a case here. So can anyone say what is this? So this is a deep ocean, and this ocean, what is this? It's a carry bag. So right, it's a carry bag. Now I will show you one image here. Can anyone say what is this?
So this is a
Jet
plastic.
a plastic bag and jellyfish.
A plastic
Jellyfish.
bag and jellyfish.
Jellyfish,
Yes.
yes, sir.
So you identified the difference between a plastic bag and a jellyfish, right?
Yes, sir.
Since we are humans, we have some knowledge. We distinguished the difference between a cover and a jellyfish. So jellyfish almost resembles like a cover, but sea turtles tell the difference. They know what is cover and what is jellyfish. They don't know. Now you can understand the consequences out of it. You can see the difference between a carry bag and a jellyfish, but a sea turtle cannot. This is a sea turtle which is eating the carry bags that we dumped into the oceans. This is one more sea turtle where it is eating a carry bag, thinking it is a food. The turtle is very starving with hungry. In that hungry sensation, whatever it is seeing that resembles like a food, it will eat. It cannot smell. So now, can anyone expect the fate of this turtle? Millions of sea turtles are dying due to consumption of plastic. Innocent creatures, they don't know anything. Who is responsible for their death? These are some
Uh,
more images of,
Human being.
Human
obviously,
beings.
yes, who
so
is
we are
responsible? No matter whatever waste it is causing the deadly consequences on the ecology, particularly to the other living beings. They are not as smart as we, and we are destroying them. Their innocent lives are in our hands, and it is our responsibility to discard waste in a uh, well mannerized fashion. We need to minimize the threat to the environment by the waste that we are generating. It can be a plastic, it can be whatever waste that we are generating. It should not have any ecological impacts. This is a seagull, a bird which is died after eating plastics. The most painful images that I saw online are is it really touched my heart actually. So this is a photo which was awarded the best photo of the year, showing the impacts of plastic pollution on the environment, which is a National Geography award in 2017. So here you can see a bird, and you can see what it ate, and we know what happened to it. This hungry bird started eating all the plastic items. It thought that they are crabs, they are sea creatures. A bird cannot differentiate a plastics from a organisms. Plastic became a modern plague. More than COVID-19, plastic became more problematic thing. Now we got a new problem. So the new problem, as I said, now we have COVID-19. Now we got this problem. We started dumping masks everywhere. And these masks are started accumulating in the oceans. What a selfish beings we are. What a selfish. So this is all about the consequences of waste. So I need not to tell much about the environmental impact of plastic, right? The plastic impact on environment. Now you can understand its consequences. It's causing so much problems, and obviously waste in whatever form it is threat to the environment, threat to the mother nature. We are destroying our own mother that raised us. So by this, I will start my today's lecture. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about BMW. So when I say BMW, I'm not discussing about Bavarian Motor Works, a car.
BMW.
Rather than I'm discussing about biomedical waste. So BMW stands for biomedical waste. So hereafter, I may use either biomedical waste or BMW. So BMW or biomedical waste is same. So let us see the consequences of BMW or biomedical waste. So this is a typical biomedical waste. So what is biomedical waste? It is the waste that is generated during healthcare. It can be from treating the patient, it can be from diagnosing the patient, or it can be from other healthcare activities that we are doing in the healthcare system. Right? It can generate from the hospitals, it can be generated from the pharmacy stores, it can be generated from the surgery room, it can be generated from the laboratory, it can be even generated from the research labs. So whatever waste that is generated by a healthcare system, such waste is called as biomedical waste. I hope the definition is clear. The waste that is generated from the healthcare activities is called as biomedical waste. So healthcare activities such as either diagnosing from a lab or treating in a hospital or from the pharmacy store. From these are the main areas where we will get the waste, and the waste will come in different forms. So here we can see pharmacy waste, pharmaceutical waste, where we can see some drugs. We can see plastic waste. We can see sharps and needles. We can see needles and sharps. We can see some drugs. We can see some soiled cloth. So this is an infectious blood containing cloth. So infectious blood containing cloths we can see. Even we can see some organs or tissues of humans after removing from surgery. So these are the types of waste that we will produce in a healthcare, right? Now, shall we throw this waste on a road? How to manage this waste? How to discard this waste? Can you able to throw this waste just like your household waste? Can you throw like onions, a spoiled onions on a road? You cannot. If we throw this in a unprotective way, it will cause problem to the community. The community will get cross contamination. So medical waste is one of a very serious thing that we need to consider. This waste segregation, this waste discarding, this waste labeling, and this waste destroying or simply managing this waste is one of the important parameters that we need to ensure. So these are the types of waste from biomedical waste, and so let me tell different types of waste. So the one type of waste can be human organs. After doing a surgery, we will get human organs. So here you can see some hands or something related to human organs. We can also get dressings. Dressings means after applying, if there is any wound, we will keep some clothing. So that cloth will absorb infectious fluids, pus, and these cloths will be discarded. So it can be dressings. It can be personal protective equipments like gloves, aprons, masks, goggles. So all these can be a waste. It can be a pharmaceutical waste, which are the drugs. It can be a needles or syringes. Not only this, we also have waste such as gas cylinders or any pressurized containers. Sometimes some people will have this nose inhalers. So after having that nose inhalers, they will throw them. So they are a kind of waste. Is there any other waste in the healthcare? Is there any other waste we can identify in a hospital other than this? Can you give an example, students?
Sir, the radio waste which are generated from the labs.
Very good, radio waste. So sometimes we will do some radiation techniques on a patient, such as a PET scan or MRI scan, or we will even use something called a CT scan. So a modified CT scan. So in such cases, we will use some radioisotopes. We will use some radiation containing fluids to the patient, so that we can see the patient image. So such radio waste also need to be discarded properly. Very good. Very good. Any more other waste? Radio waste, then pressure containers, I said. Any other? Any one more example for waste from hospital? Expired reagents, solutions, chemical reagents can be a waste, right? Expired chemical reagents, whatever we are using in the lab or in any in circumstances. So such kind of chemical waste can be generated. So these are the broad variety of waste that we can see in a hospital. So some of them include body organs or tissues and organs, dressings, personal protective equipments, pharmaceutical or drug waste, and needles and syringes can be some of the waste that we can see in a hospital. Okay. Now, this waste, if you not discarding them properly means, so this is a well neglected way of discarding waste. So they simply throw this waste on the road, and the cattle started coming and eating in the or roaming in the waste. Will the cattle get exposed to infections or not? Definitely these cows may expose to infections. There are syringes, there are needles in this waste. How dangerous it is, how bad it is for them. What a irresponsibility is this act. See, all biomedical waste they are dumping on the roads. This is not at all acceptable, and it will cause cross contamination. Not only animals, there are many poor innocent humans that don't have proper knowledge on these medical waste, and they will start identifying gold out of it. They will try to get the best out of waste. They can't even wear proper personal protective equipment. They're innocent fellows grabbing for a piece of bread. By this they may get some money. So if you discuss this in this fashion, how can we protect their life? What if he catch a hepatitis? What if he catch a AIDS because of this waste because of this taking things from the waste? How much deadly is this? There are many incidents that you can see in the news. So the local community people raising their voice on medical waste in their communities. So currently, due to COVID-19, normally per bed, a single bed patient will generate half kg of medical waste. But due to COVID-19, he is generating almost 1.5 to 4 kgs of waste because of COVID-19. And currently in the Delhi itself, per day, 11 million tons of waste is generating. 11 million tons per day. 11 million tons of biomedical waste is generating per day from Delhi alone. Now you can understand the severity of this problem. We need to keep awareness on biomedical waste. We need to tell to properly discard the biomedical waste, and we need to minimize producing this waste. If you see the statewide data from India, the topmost state is Maharashtra, which is generating 17 million tons of waste per day, followed by Gujarat, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, and Madhya Pradesh. So these are the
And
states
what
that
about
are producing most of the biomedical waste, and also 70% of this waste is not discarded properly. They are simply discarding without any measures, safety measures. So totally from India alone, 101 million tons of waste is producing. 101 million biomedical waste is generating from India alone. So India is in the 10th ranking, 10th position in producing biomedical waste. So biomedical waste is a global problem. And due to COVID-19, the generation of biomedical waste has been increased. So there are many hazards that will happen or that are surrounding around the biomedical waste. So what is biomedical waste? So biomedical waste is any solid or liquid waste, including containers or any intermediate products. So these are the products that are generated by hospital or um, pre- healthcare activities. So whenever this waste is generated, when we are discarding this waste in a dustbins like this plastic this plastic will act as a medium for storing water. So temporarily water cannot evaporate if it is entrapped within the plastic. So the water will be stagnated. Due to stagnated water, mosquitoes will land in the water. They will keep the eggs and they will start producing larvae, which is a possible hazard of getting malaria. So malaria can come from this area, or some rats will enter here and the rats will acquire some of the infection, and these rats will come to our homes and we will get that infection. So rodent borne infection can happen. Or if you are walking through this area, if you step on any needle, definitely there is a risk of getting HIV, hepatitis, diphtheria, or any other blood mediated infections to us. So obviously there are many hazards that are rotating around this biomedical waste. So this biomedical waste must be properly managed, properly discarded. It should be properly identified. It should be properly segregated, and it should be properly. So biomedical waste is a problem. So how to manage a biomedical waste? So first we need to sort the biomedical waste. It is we need to sort by either it is a organs, it is a pharmacy, it is needles, or it is chemicals, or any other. So we need to sort the waste. Then we need to handle the waste properly with proper gloves and all. Then also we need to storage the waste temporarily at the site of generation. After storing, we need to send them for the sub disposal. Sub disposable means it is like a transport. So a van will come, and in that van we need to keep different waste in different baskets. So sub disposal should be done. After sub disposal, we need to finally dispose them in a proper way. It can be the burying under the ground, it can be incinerating them, it can be deep burying, it can be neutralizing with chemicals, it can be even burning them. Okay, so by this we need to manage the waste. So how we are going to manage the waste is our main concept in this lecture. We will discuss about biomedical waste management, how to manage this waste generated in the hospital efficiently, how to identify this waste, how to handle this waste, how to classify this waste, how to dispose this waste, and how to discard this waste. So these are the things that we will learn by the coming lectures. So let us see, let us have a short okay, a short game with this waste. Try it. So okay, so let us try to segregate this waste. So now what I'm gonna do is, I will keep, the best idea will be by keeping different colored dustbins. So now I have 5 different dustbins with different colors. I have white color, blue color, red color, yellow color, and black color. So by keeping color coding to the dustbin, now I will start discarding specific waste into specific dustbin. For example, I will discard needles in white dustbin. I will discard plastics in a blue dustbin. I will discard body organs in a yellow dustbin. I will discard some tablets in the black dustbin. I will discard some dressings in a red dustbin. So by keeping some color coding to the dustbins, now I can specifically sort the waste. I can sort the waste into 5 categories: needles, tablets, sharps and needles, then plastics and other infectious waste. So all this waste will be segregated by keeping different waste in different colored dustbins. So that is one efficient way of managing the waste. So let us try this. So the first waste that I will tell is body parts. So which will be the best color, students? Can anyone tell? Can anyone guess what will be the best color dustbin for discarding body waste like organs?
Red color. Red color, sir.
Huh? Red color? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Internationally, we already standardized colors for different waste. So for body organs, you can remember like this. Usually tissues will be in slight yellow color. Body tissues. Okay. What is the color of your urine? Yellow, right? So internal
Yes,
body
sir.
parts are mostly yellowish hue. So they have some yellowish hue to the internal body organs. So usually this yellow specifically visible from the long distances. Yellow and red colors are visible from long distance. So by seeing the yellow itself, we can think, yes, it's a problematic thing. So usually the body organs will be discarded in a yellow dustbins. So body organs will be discarded in yellow dustbin. So this is internationally standardized color pattern for a different waste. So the body parts will be discarded in yellow dustbin. Then dressings. So the dressings means cotton, that clothing or any other apparatus that we applied on the skin on the infection. Those things will be usually discarded in red color. So red color means highly infectious. So highly infectious waste will be discarded in the red color. So dressings will be discarded in the red color basket. Then plastics. So whenever you see plastic, what color you will see mostly, students? What color you will strike in your mind? Hmm?
White.
Black color.
Black,
Someone
white.
said white, black. Okay, so since I'm studying this biomedical waste for a long
Yeah,
time,
blue.
I have another expectations. So usually I used to think plastic as a blue color. So plastic will be usually discarded in blue color. Okay, blue color gloves, blue color masks, or blue color curtains. So blue color indicates something more relevant to
Yes, sir. Yes,
plastic.
sir.
Okay, so plastic waste will be discarded in the blue color. Okay, then drugs, the pharmaceutical drugs or tablets will be usually discarded in the black dustbin. So in the black color dustbin, we will discard drugs, okay, toxic poisons or any such toxic chemicals or drugs will be discarded in the black color baskets. And needles will be usually destroyed or discarded in the white color dustbins. So these are the colors that are internationally standardized for various types of biomedical waste. So once again, a quick revision: the colors: body organs in yellow color, dressings and cotton in red color,
Red color.
plastic waste in the blue color, drugs and toxins, okay, pharmaceutical waste in black color, needles and syringes and glass
White color.
pieces in white color. These are the various waste that need to be discarded in various colored dustbins. A quick revision, everyone must tell. Yeah, body organs in color,
Yellow.
color.
yellow color, very good. Then dressings,
Red.
Black color, sir.
red color.
Red color.
Okay, yeah. Then plastic,
Blue
Blue.
color.
Blue.
very good. Then drugs,
Black.
Black.
black,
Sorry.
black. Okay.
Black color, sir.
And syringes, needles, and sharps, glass
White.
pieces,
White.
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 Okay, try to memorize these colors. Okay, so this is very important. So hereafter my further lectures will be based on this only. So a quick revision once again. Here we can see. Okay, now we can try reverse. So what substances we will discard in white dustbin? Substances in white, tell me.
Syringes and needles वगैरह.
Very good, syringes and needles, very good. Then in red,
Bandages, so infectious.
very good. Bandages, cottons, very good, very good. Red color is for bandages and cotton. Yellow color,
Yeah, organs.
organs, body
Organ.
organs, tissues will be discarded in
Body.
yellow color. And blue color,
Polythene,
Plastics.
polythene plastics, very
Mask.
good. And yes, masks. And black color,
drugs.
Sir, drugs. Sir, drugs.
drugs, very good, very good. See, perfect. Okay, so nice. Okay, so now you know the different types of waste, and also you know different types of colors to discard that waste, colored baskets to discard the waste. Okay, students, now we successfully kept different substances in different baskets. Now how to discard them? So my next question will be how to discard this waste. For example, okay, a quick revision. So whatever you said is absolutely correct. In the yellow for infectious waste, red for infectious and I mean body parts, and in the red infected dressings or bandages, in the blue plastics, in the black drugs, and in the white needles and sharps, particularly glasses. Now, after segregating this waste, how to destroy it? That is my second concept. My second question is, okay, now I got body organs. Can I, after keeping that in this basket, can I throw them on the road? Is it an appropriate way of discarding this waste on a road?
No,
Or in a jungle? It is a meat, right? If I throw in a jungle, nicely dogs and all, they will eat happily. I can help nature. Can I throw in a jungle?
Some infection in human organ.
Yes, the wildlife will get infection, so you should not openly discard them. Then what will be an appropriate way of discarding this waste? Can anyone guess, students?
सर इसको क्या बोलते हैं इसको सर उसको हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं सर.
Yes, tell me in Hindi also. It's okay.
सर मतलब कहीं पे गड्ढा खन के बहुत बड़ा उसके अंदर सर उसको डाल.
Usually if humans are dead, what we will do with our dead body? How we will discard our dead body? Tell me, students. How we will discard a human dead body?
So we burn it.
We burn it. Yes, we can either burn it or we can also
So puree it. We can puree
bury
it.
it, right? So similarly here also, either we can bury this waste, that means under the ground, we need to take a hole and you keep this waste in a hole and close the hole with mud. So you can bury this waste, or the best will be incinerating them, burning them. That will be the best to avoid all the complications. You just burn this stuff. That will be the best, right? Usually burning also not needed actually. So simple burying is enough. If you just keep them in the soil, it will putrefy. The small earthworms, they can eat. They won't get any problem. Okay, so burying will be the best option for human tissues, whereas these cotton bandages need to be burned. Yes, yes, student. Who is this? Any doubt? Yeah. So the cotton and bandages, usually we will incinerate them. We will burn them. Okay. So that is an appropriate way of discarding this. Then what about plastic, students? What we need to do for plastics? How to discard them? Tell me.
रिसाइकिल कर सकते हैं.
Recycle. Shall we recycle this plastic?
Yes, sir. In some cases, we can.
Yes, we can recycle. Okay, okay. Now that is a nice answer. We can recycle this waste. Shall I directly recycle them, or shall I need to treat this plastic first? So shall I treat this plastic by suspending?
पहले disinfectant.
Yes, sir. Treat.
So पहले
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But it is.
Yes, first I will neutralize them. Maybe I will keep this plastic in some solutions, some chemicals. So the chemicals will remove all the pathogens or any infectious material. Then I will start recycling them. So usually plastic will be recycled. So plastic can be recycled. Very good. Then what about drugs, students? What should I do for drugs? If I burn them, definitely they will release some gases, deadly gases. So I cannot burn them.
Sir, in drug cases, can't do anything.
We can't do anything. Can anyone guess what we should do for these drugs? If we dump in the soil, it will kill the earthworm also. It is also not nice thing to bury them in the soil. Then what should we do for drugs? You know, what we can do is we can neutralize those drugs by dissolving those drugs in the water. Take a huge water tank, pour all these drugs, dilute them and evaporate the water. Game over. Then you will get some sediment, some sediment, and that sediment can be burned. Or that's usually you won't get any sediment, it will be evaporated automatically. So chemical neutralization can be done for drugs, okay? And what about needles, students? What can I do for needles?
Sir, there is a machine which start them to burn.
Very good. I can, yes, that is called clean. So in the clean or any, I can either incinerate. Incinerating is the best option for needles and glasses. So not only collecting the biomedical waste, but appropriately discarding is also matters, right? So discarding the waste is also matters. It can be either burying in the ground, so that it can be either burning, it can be burying, it can be chemical neutralization, or it can be even irradiation can be done for this waste. So, okay, usually we will do landfilling. Landfilling means in an open pit, we will discard these things, or we will do deep burial. We will dig a very deep hole and we will discard them in the hole, or we will do incineration. Someone said we will keep in a machine. So that machine is called incinerator, where the items will be burned into ashes. So we can either use incinerators or we can recycle them. Not only recycling, we have some more other techniques like irradiation techniques are there for managing this particular biomedical waste. Okay, so this is it. So the drugs will be chemically neutralized. Then we can landfill the drugs. The in the red we will see bandages, cottons and bandages. Usually we will incinerate or we will deep burial. Okay, usually we will deep burial the organs, just like human dead bodies. Then for bandages and cottons we will incinerate them, and plastics we will recycle them. And white, in the white means we will see the needles, glass pieces will be incinerate, or we will make them into ashes, or we can at high temperatures around at 220 degrees centigrade we will make them into molten lava and we can reuse them. So these are the different types of waste, and this is how you need to segregate the waste, and this is how you will discard the waste. So my coming 3 lectures will be in depth of in detail individual waste. What are the methods for chemically neutralizing the drugs? What are the methods for discarding the body organs? What are the methods of discarding bandages? What are the methods of discarding plastics? And what are the methods of discarding needles? So these things will be discussed in the coming lectures. Okay. So in my tomorrow's lecture, I will discuss about the actual things. Okay. So that's it. That is all about introduction to biomedical waste management. So in my next lecture, I will discuss about different types of criteria to manage this waste. Okay. So the concept is clear for everyone, right? So in today's lecture,
Yes, sir.
we came to know the consequences of biomedical waste, and we came to know the types of biomedical waste. We have 5 types: body organs, then we have dressings, then we have plastics, we have drugs, and we have the needles. And we also came to know about different color coding for various types of waste: body organs yellow, dressings red, plastic blue, drugs black, and needles white. Then in this lecture, we also discussed about how to destroy them. So it can be either landfilling, deep burial, incineration, recycling, or irradiation can be done to manage this biomedical waste. So in tomorrow's lecture, I will discuss in detail. Okay. So thank you very much, students. Let me download the attendance.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes. See you.
हो गया, लीव कर दे क्लास.
ओ मेरी जान ना हो परेशान, झूठ बोलने दा कोई रीजन नहीं, ना आज कोई है ना कल कोई है, तेरे यार दा ता कोई कंपटीशन नहीं। ओ मेरी जान ना हो परेशान।
बंद कर लो इन्हें, बाद में सुन लियो।
क्लास लीव कर दे.
लीव कर दो सारे। हाँ। ओके। तो चुप रह।
हमें पता हो ना संदीप कद लीव करेगा।
भाई कर दो लीव, सर को मैसेज आएगा। भाटी जी
हाँ जी भाई।
भाई कर दो लीव, थैंक यू।